Hey, everybody. So, I don't think anybody's here yet, but I'm just messaging out to everybody to get everybody here. Oh, you fucking asshole. There we go.
Mic
Cameron,
wasn't
can you?
on.
There we go.
I'm a professional.
All
I'm a
right.
professional person who does professional things. Here it is. I'm going to open Twitch on my phone so I can watch the chat there.
Ah, yes.
Here we are. Gotta mute it. I don't have to hear my own. Okay. Terrible echo for everyone at home. Oh boy. All right. There we go. Fixed. So what, where are we at today?
Well, I'm just doing some morph ball puzzles, as always.
Yeah, morph ball puzzles. Sure. As always. Welcome to Metroid morph ball puzzles.
Spider ball, do. Haha, energy tank.
This is still echoes, right?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah.
I thought so. Oh, hi, Eddie.
Let's see. Where can I go? Well, go this way. So how's it going, Cameron? How's your morning been?
It's been all right.
Yeah?
Yeah, uneventful. Did some uh Boken practice.
Nice, nice.
Um, that's about it. I ordered a lightsaber, which was supposed to be here yesterday,
Yeah, I think I remember you
but
talking about that, right? You were talking to us on the... me and Marissa about it on the After Dark.
yeah, I got a RGB dueling lightsaber because I am 30 and I can do whatever I want. Really.
It's the truth.
But yeah, I looked it up with the tracking with USPS, and it is running late, and there is no ETA they can give me.
Don't you love it when that happens?
Love it when that happens. Also, I got home last night to find a note on my door saying that things have been stolen from people's doorsteps on
Oh,
the other
God.
side of the apartment building. So I'm like, great. Don't know when I need to be here for the thing to come.
Right? You're just like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll try and be here when it gets here, but I don't
I'll do
know.
my best. Luckily, it's a very distinctive package, so if I see like the Hamburglar with
Yeah,
a
right.
with a long box, I can give chase. Chase him down.
Oop.
Say, "Hey, get back here."
Dark Samus!
Uh-oh. That's
She
my
broke
Dark
my
Samus.
bridge!
She broke the bridge. Hey!
That's rude.
I needed that. Now what am I supposed to do?
Well, I did just get the spider ball.
Oh, okay. I guess you could spider ball your way around.
Yeah. Oops, oops,
Or you don't
oops,
have to.
oops.
You just jump.
I'll just fall. This is fine.
Jump and fall. That's fine.
Is there somewhere I have to go?
Oh.
Let's see. Oh, there's.
Oh, hey. Oh.
Whoop.
Oh. There you go. Up we go. Spider ball.
Spider ball!
Didn't see this coming, did you, Dark Samus? Yep.
I like that they added
Oh.
that into this game, the boost ball jump.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Just a
fun.
little one. I should get your money's worth for the boost ball.
Oh, alright.
Oh, fell.
It's okay. That's where I want to go. For now.
Mm-hmm.
So today is going to be a lot of just searching for items and shit.
Looking for stuff. Looking
Yeah.
for things.
Yep. Because now that I got the spider ball, I can go back to the other areas and find the spider ball tracks there. And
You got the spider ball.
gotta get the, I've got to get power bombs, I gotta get screw attack, I gotta get a lot of stuff. Oh.
Mm-hmm. You know that one song from Evangelion, the happy one?
The only happy one?
The only happy one? You know the one.
It has been so long since I've watched Ava. Like, I think high school, probably.
Well, I've been thinking about it a lot ever since, you know, Rob did his deep dive analytical series.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Oh, I know, Cameron. I know.
Oh, you know.
Let's see, where am I gonna go? Where should I go? I guess I could go to Aegon Place first. Or... I'm trying to think. It's like, I know there's a lot of... I mean, I didn't go over all the places here I could go, back in the place that I just spider-balled away from. But... I don't know where the power bomb is. I feel like the power bomb is in one of the other areas. Oh.
The
Somebody's
official
already
Shark
texting
Week.
me.
Who is it?
Oh, nothing.
Get him on stream. Welcome. The official Shark Week Twitter has tweeted out a poll. Would you like to hear it, Kyle?
Mm-hmm.
The poll, this is an opinion poll. They're asking your opinion. Has the world's largest shark been discovered? They want your opinion on this.
Has the largest shark pin?
Has the world's largest shark been discovered? Have we discovered the largest shark?
I'm gonna say no.
An opinion poll.
I'm gonna say no.
And
That's my
options
opinion.
are
I think no.
the options are no, it lives too deep. And yes, whale shark is. Oh, there's a crown. Whale shark is king.
Wait, no, that's a power bomb. See, now maybe do I need the power bomb? Yeah.
Oh no, dragonflies.
I'm gonna go back to the area I was just in. I know I just did the morph ball track to get here, but I'm gonna go back across it because I think I missed it over there.
Mm-hmm. Look at all these dead guys.
Dead guys.
It's unfortunate. Uh-oh.
I think I'm gonna play. I think I'm gonna play 3 on a harder difficulty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean I've noticed that like when I'm playing this one, like I have so many energy tanks and I've not been taken down to anywhere near my low health. You know.
You want something to really push you.
Yeah.
Really test your limits.
And I do love Metroid Prime 3, so I think I know that one well enough to play on hard. I would never play this one on hard. As I said the other day, the Morph Ball boost boss is a pain in the ass on any higher difficulty. Oh, God.
Oh, my God. I really like seeing stories of Grimes half-heartedly defending Elon Musk in various internet comments on, like, TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. He doesn't use child slavery. Oops. You can check this source, which is an article that he wrote saying he doesn't use child slavery.
Yeah, I saw something like that of him the other day too. I can't remember what it was. It was something very similar. It was like, he was like, "We shouldn't raise the minimum wage," says fucking Jeff Bezos. Like, fuck you.
This isn't up to you. You should have no say in this. You know what? I'm going to go on record and say the whale shark is the biggest shark. There isn't a shark bigger than the whale shark.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Are we talking alive? Is another good question though. Like, are we talking like in the ocean currently?
It seems like it means in the ocean right now.
Okay.
Like one of the options is it lives too deep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm holding out hope that the megalodon still exists somewhere down in the deep depths.
Down in the deep. I'd be okay with it being down in the deep because it can't get up here with me.
Can't get you.
Can't get me.
Won't be able to get you.
You live too deep. If you live too deep, your body is, you can only live down there. You can't live in both.
Stupid robots.
These nasty little guys.
Alright, where am I going? Okay. Hey.
Finally started watching Jujutsu Kaisen.
Jujutsu
last
what now?
night. Jujutsu Kaisen, a new shonen anime, which is just great. Kyle, it's just fantastic.
It's just fantastic. What's it about?
I'm happy to say it's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yep. A high school boy eats a old desiccated finger, and that puts a demon in him.
Sounds delicious.
It is scrumptious, actually. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look out for those guys.
Alright, so I did that. I did that spider ball thing. I did that last night. Remember, that was the thing yesterday. That was the thing I did yesterday. Oh!
Oh, it's up. Kyle,
it woke
awake.
up.
Oh, it's gonna punch you. Oh
It's
no.
the Ing Smasher. These are just the elite pirates from the last game.
I'm ready to smash the Ing. No, Kyle, it's not an elite pirate. It's an Ing Smasher. Just happens to do all the same stuff that the last one did. Oh. Boy, I treasure video games that show me an enemy's health bar.
Yeah.
I just like to see it go down.
I do like to know what I'm doing. If what I'm doing is actually like helping.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one.
Uh-oh. Another Ing Smasher. Smash your Ings. Oh boy.
Whoop! Whoop!
How great are shoulder-mounted cannons? I think they're pretty great.
They're pretty fantastic. Yes,
I like seeing them.
Yeah. Got him.
Got him.
Let's see. Portal. Remember that one time I killed an Ing Smasher? It's pretty great.
That's pretty great. Yeah, the finger show. That's Jujutsu Kaisen. If you like fingers, and you like seeing people eat fingers,
Gross.
I got a show for you.
Gross. Okay, so let's see. Wait, no, I should stay in here first. Hey, look, one of my keys that I need.
Hey, look, why don't you go get it?
Oh,
Why don't you just hop up there and get it?
Wrong thing. There we go.
Oh,
where'd you go?
Where is
Stupid he? Pirate. There it is.
Ah! I see you. I'm doing good. I don't know. I feel like whenever somebody asks you that, you should say what you've been up to. But I haven't been up to anything yet. It's only 2 in the afternoon.
Sure it's not 9 in the afternoon?
9 in the afternoon. I don't enjoy that song because I heard it at Petco 100,000 times.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. The dogs are good. I only have the one dog with me right now, my dog. My parents' dogs are with my grandma while they're at the ranch doing whatever it is they do out there.
Okay, well. That's,
Maybe they are enjoying nature. Maybe they are doomsday prepping. I don't know. I just know that they put out food for the local deer and things.
Well, that's good.
That's good to do.
Gotta feed the deer, you know?
Gotta feed the deer. Oof. Oof.
Die.
Oof. There used to be this great big boar that lived out there, and he was like the king of all the other boars, like from Princess Mononoke. He was gonna kill the humans and save the forest. They called him Herbie because he was roughly the size of a Volkswagen Beetle.
Of course.
He was a very large boar.
Good name.
He was also kind of a... Because when they first told me about Herbie, I had this fiction of him as like... Because they're like, yeah, he goes and he knocks down the feeders, and then all the boar just swarm them. And I'm like, he's like a Robin Hood type figure. And they were like, no. Because then he eats all the food himself. And he doesn't let anybody else have any. So I'm like, he is a tyrant king. Down with Herbie.
Secret platform. Secret platform. Cross the gap. Secret platform.
Secret. But yeah, the dogs are good. The two big labs got these like pink and black plaid like bandanas that they've been wearing. And they seem to really be enjoying that.
Nice.
They just have very pleasant looks on their faces at all times. Herbie was fully loaded. Herbie also, I don't know, we don't know what happened to him. He just kind of vanished.
Oh, it does want me to go to Torvis. Of course it does.
Of course it does.
Should have followed my instincts. Oh well.
Down in Torvis.
This is I
never thought I'd come back here.
To Torvis?
Yeah. I said, I'm done here. This town's got nothing more to offer me. I'm going to go to the big city and make something of myself.
So what you got going on today, Cam? Anything fun?
In about an hour, I'm going to go to my partner's house, and we'll probably watch more anime.
Yeah, bitches.
What?
Marissa just burst into the room, saying, "I'm here, bitches." To quote her.
I'm here.
Ooh,
yeah, that's. I love it. I love it when All Might says that.
Oh, you both take naps.
Apparently, first I gotta move a cat out of the way.
She's getting that kitty.
Okay.
Alright, walking along.
So, let's see here.
Uh-oh.
Little
Don't like
dude,
the looks of this thing.
get back here.
Get back here.
Ah,
Started playing Naruto Ninja Storm 4 again. And most of my playtime is me chasing the other guy and saying, "Get back here."
so basically what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. I'm trying to catch Madara, and he's doing backflips and cartwheels away from me like he's some kind of shinobi.
Of course.
And I'm like, "Come here so I can beat you up.
Come here so I can kick your ass.
Come here. Let me put my hands on you." Oh god, Space Jam 2.
Oh yeah, I watched some of it last night at work because we got it at my work, and it was
it?
Not great.
Yeah, I saw the Matrix scene and I was like, huh.
Yeah,
that's an interesting choice.
It's very much like just like this weird ass like we're gonna reference everything we can possibly reference, and you know,
and that's it
for no reason. Oh shit.
Oh, you fell down. Oh no. Oh no.
I died. Oh,
Why Naruto?
I died it again.
I just finished Naruto, and Ninja Storm 4 was like $5 on the PlayStation Store. And I've heard that it's fun. And it is fun.
I can't remember which one of those I played. I played one of them, a Naruto game, for no reason, because I'm not a Naruto fan at all. I just decided to try it out because it was cheap.
I mean,
same reason.
They're fun games. This one feels very God of War at times. Like it has really well executed QuickTime events that like actually add to the feel of the big scenes, the big set pieces. I essentially had a big like mech kaiju battle.
Nice.
Where I was Hashirama riding on a wood golem, and Madara's over there, and he's wrapped Kurama in this like samurai ghost armor. And we had a great big fight that ended with me throwing him into a mountain, and that was pretty cool.
Does the Naruto game you're playing, does that start with where you're playing as Naruto back in like like, or not Naruto, but you're playing as his dad fighting the Kyuubi the first time, or the whatever. Not Kyuubi.
I think that is the third one. This one starts with a flashback to Madara and Hashirama having their big fight in the final valley.
Yeah, Cameron just said I played the third one. He thinks.
I think so.
Yeah, that sounds right. I like I said, it was cheap one day and I saw it and I was like, oh, I'll try this out, even though I had no idea. Like I was like, I haven't watched Naruto since like the first season, and then I didn't watch anything else, and then I eventually went back and watched some of Shippuden, like the start of Shippuden.
Yeah. I heard Naruto the show is not great.
Depends on what you're watching.
I enjoyed it. The filler is
70% filler.
the filler is probably its biggest drawback. Like a lot of it is
I think
just
the filler
kind of,
in general. I think you can say that for both.
Yeah,
both
but
series.
like some of the episodes are really fun. Like there's one filler episode where they try to find out what Kakashi's face looks like under his mask. And like that's got some real solid comedy. At the very end, he's like, "Oh, you want to see what's under my mask? You should have just asked." And then he takes his mask off, and it's just another mask under it. But yeah, a lot of it, like especially during like the big climactic final battles between like the arc's main villain, like right in the middle of it, they'll be like, "Hey, let's do a flashback real quick of Naruto catching cats when he was 12," and it's like, this is nothing. This
has
have anything
nothing to do with anything. Yeah.
Why is this here? Why did you interrupt the fight to show me this? And it absolutely ruins the pacing.
Yeah.
In the first season, a lot of the filler is very like Dragon Ball-esque, where they'll like just kind of waste time.
Mm-hmm.
By just looking at each other and having flashbacks of things that you saw like an episode ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of it's a bit of a slog. But Shippuden in particular has some moments of really spectacular animation when things really get going. Especially the fight between Naruto and Pain. There's a lot of really great digital squash and stretch used. It's really pretty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely remember. I mean, it's a very pretty anime.
Yeah, it is.
Sure.
It is very pretty at times. It's from Studio Pierrot, and they are somewhat infamous for being very specific with where they allocate their resources. And they also do My Hero Academia, and that show has kind of the same problem where like the fights are spectacular.
I thought My Hero was not Orange, but Bones.
Bones, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I meant to say Black Clover.
Okay.
Black Clover.
I was gonna say, I was pretty sure it was the same
No,
animation
My Hero
studio.
is Studio Bones.
Yeah.
It's like, especially in the moments leading up to a fight, there'll be a lot of like static images and like very hastily drawn hands and faces and things.
Mm.
Oh, Mappa did Naruto? I know Mappa is doing Jujutsu Kaisen, and they're going to be doing Chainsaw Man, which rips ass. Chainsaw Man kicks ass. It's really good. It's got a little chainsaw dog.
Little chainsaw dog.
Chainsaw dog.
Perfect. Alright.
No, Bones did My Hero Academia. Mappa's doing Jujutsu Kaisen. Pierrot is still doing Black Clover. One Piece switched to, I think, the same studio, but a new director. The director of Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Super. So yeah, specifically for the Wano arc, which has led to some really spectacular animation on the fights. Man, One Piece is really good, you guys.
I could never get into One Piece. The animation style is always turned me off.
Oh yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
why. Just the character design. I like. I know it's like it's got some good characters designed. I don't know. Just the animation of it just has always turned me off for some reason.
No, I get that. I get that. It's definitely an acquired taste.
Mm-hmm.
I watched an interview with the creator of One Piece, Ichiro Oda,
Mm-hmm.
and it was mostly him going back and looking at like the early days of One Piece and like how he used to draw the characters, and he's just like, ah, yes, I gave everyone big orangutan hands.
That seems accurate.
Yeah.
All right, which transport? I guess it doesn't matter
Wow.
as long as I'm on this side.
Read the entire manga up till Wano in 1 month. That is a feat. We binged the whole anime, skipping some of the more obnoxious filler,
Mm-hmm.
and it took us
You were
like
on
half
that
a
one for a
year
while, right? Yeah,
to catch up. Yeah, we were watching it for basic like 6 or 7 months.
What was I gonna say?
Yeah, we're also waiting for Wano to end before we get back in, just because, you know, when you binge something for months and months and months, it's hard to go back to like waiting for the new episode to come out.
Yeah,
So we're gonna let it build back up
and then yeah.
and then get in there,
This
which
is
has been
our-
rough because I'll log on to Twitter and like a few weeks ago, everyone was talking about like, well, One Piece just had its best animated scene ever,
Mm-hmm.
most incredible thing.
And you're like, shh.
Shush it. You shush.
Ooh, there's a missile tank up there. Uh-huh.
Also, it makes transphobes mad, and I really enjoy that.
That's a lot of wasps. That's a lot of wasps. Why are there so many wasps?
Look out for wasps.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so Cameron, I finally, you know, because I was using your Funimation account for a while. I did, I did actually finally finish Super, and I'm sure you saw that I was watching it on your Funimation account.
Yeah. Yeah. What'd you think?
Honestly, you know what? Like, it had some really good moments, especially in the tournament, for sure. Like, there was some really good stuff in the final tournament. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there was some really good stuff.
The final fight with Jiren was
Oh yeah,
chef's kiss. That was
Oh,
good
yeah.
stuff.
that was good stuff.
Yeah.
I loved all the stuff with, you know, and apparently what's continuing in the manga with like Vegeta, with like how he's gonna head towards the path of being the next destroyer. Like that shit's like really interesting to me, because like
Yeah.
that's the thing that I'm liking with Super, or what Super has done is they gave Goku Ultra Instinct, and it's so powerful, but like it's something that Vegeta himself could never do, right? Like it's not something he could ever do just with his temperament. But I love that they're going at like, oh, he can never do that, but he could do this, and Goku could never become the destroyer. He doesn't have the temperament for that.
Because, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just a cool like idea of like finally separating them and not like trying to like have them one up each other again over and over and over again.
Yeah, because they've been doing that for like 30 years.
Yeah. So honestly though, yeah, I enjoyed Super. I'm excited for the new movie that's coming out, which they haven't told us much about yet. But there's a new movie coming out next year. And they kind of are teasing that it's a villain that we already know about is going to be the villain, like maybe another reimagining of an old movie villain, is what I'm thinking they're hinting at, which is great because my heart wants it to be cooler.
I feel like it's time. This would be a good time.
Yeah, I mean, well, Frieza's so popular again, you know.
Goku and Frieza like teamed up.
Yeah.
I would like to see them team up against
Cooler.
I think that would be interesting. Let's give Frieza some character development beyond just being like the super bad evil guy.
It's true. Yeah, I think exactly what you said. I think it would be the perfect time to introduce Cooler because yeah, You could have him show up and be like, "Oh, look at how much my little brother is screwing things up as always."
Look at
Just be a
you.
total ass. Just being a total ass would be perfect.
Yeah, Frieza is just kind of hanging out these days, and
Yeah.
that's a weird feeling. Like, oh, you're just here. Okay,
Yeah.
I guess we're cool now.
Oh, is this okay? Yeah, this
I mean,
is.
Frieza
can't
did do
this
one of
yet.
my favorite anime things, where a character was like grimacing in frustration, and then they just kind of like, like smile a little. I don't know. I've always loved that.
Yeah.
They always have the anti-hero character do that at least once in every anime ever, and it gets me every time. One day I'm going to start doing a podcast about just very specific things that I'm into. Like very specific things.
Yeah.
Like noticing sound effects from other media being used in other media.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. That's a fun thing to talk about.
Fun thing to talk about. Like there's a lot of TIE Fighter blaster sounds in Naruto.
Oh yeah. It's like, why would you use that specific sound effect?
Like I know where it's from.
I'm not fighting you assholes. I don't have time for your shit.
Yeah, come back. Fight me.
Tonight at work, I'm excited, not because of Space Jam, but because we're showing the movie I'm going to watch tonight while Space Jam's playing, is we're showing T2 on the big screen.
Ooh,
Which I've never seen Terminator 2 on the big screen, so that's cool.
that's cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Yeah, other than that, just normal work. We're finally, I talked to my boss yesterday about, because we're losing our lease for the current place where we're at. But we've already, for a while, he was telling me that, there was a place that was interested in kind of just taking over for us, and we just move our stuff over there. Talked to my boss last night, and he said it's pretty much like 100% like confirmed that we're going to the new location. So, so I'm excited about that. It means my job's going to continue, so I don't have to go searching for another job in this job market right now.
Yeah, it's not a fun time.
Yeah, I was gonna say because you're still jobless, right? You still haven't gotten a new job yet, right?
Not a real job.
Yeah.
Not a real
Well,
steady
that's right.
job.
You said you were doing some writing, right?
Yeah, I'm doing some freelance writing. I'm being paid to just kind of ramble about comic book related things that I'm thinking about, and that's great. But I would like something to like completely cover my rent and groceries at the same time. That would be cool.
Yeah, I get that.
Ooh, RoboCop is better than T2. Kyle, what are your thoughts on that?
I 100% disagree.
I agree. I like both movies, but I like RoboCop better.
I much prefer the Terminator franchise, but I respect your opinion. Here's the thing with Terminator specifically, and I do say franchise, but I'm not trying to like say like, oh yeah, like past T3 is anything, but like I will actually stand by Terminator Salvation. I really liked Terminator Salvation, but all the other ones recently have not been great.
I do not like Sam Worthington as an actor. I just don't think he's very good.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment.
Yeah, like so him being in that movie and him switching between accents and putting weird emphasis on things, and I was just not into it. There were some cool moments, like I like the big robot.
Mm-hmm. I like the final battle in Salvation, with the T-800 in the factory. I thought that was really well done.
Yeah, like it had cool moments. It wasn't like a terrible movie.
It wasn't Terminator Genesis or anything like that.
Yeah, it wasn't come with me if you want to live.
God.
You come with me now.
Genesis is so bad.
Oh wait, that was a Funhouse joke. Oh no, I accidentally ripped off Funhouse, and it only took half an hour. That was fast.
I'm trying to figure out where the hell I actually have to go here. I think I know. But I could be wrong.
Down there?
Yeah, I think I have to go down here. And this is for the power bomb. I need to figure out how to get there.
Down we go. Into the dips.
Metroid is like the
only
only game series that I usually will look at a guide for on occasion.
Yeah, I mean, if you miss anything though, it's a big hindrance.
Yeah. I know some people are just like, oh, never use a guide or whatever, get good, blah blah blah, that sort of thing.
Shut up. Go away. I have no patience for people complaining about things that don't affect them at all.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. I think that's my biggest complaint about that shit is like, does it affect you in any way? No? Then shut up.
I just hate knowing there's people out there playing a game on easy. I hate it.
It's like, get over it.
Well, that's a you thing.
Like, honestly, like, I know, I understand why games like Dark Souls exist. You know, I get it. But, like, it really sucks, though, because I know I'd love the lore and universe of Dark Souls. Like, I know I would, from what I've seen, footage-wise. But I can never play it. It's just not my style of game. It's too hard.
Yeah.
And, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean...
But I'm also not sitting here like, oh, they should adjust the difficulty for me. Like, I do understand that it's just not a game.
Yeah, I mean, everything in those games is very purposefully done. What in the hell is this?
This is the Power Bomb Guardian.
I hate it.
Since WB is not at the... What is he saying? Sorry, I can't read it right now.
Since WB is not at Comic-Con this year, when should we get some new MonsterVerse news?
It's a good question, honestly.
That's a good question.
I wish I had any sort of answer. Like, I'm not trying to, like, be like, oh, you know... Oh, fuck, goddamn. Oh, this boss is annoying.
Well, then that means it's time for wild speculation.
I just think that, like... It's so hard to tell, because, like, it seems like, it seemed like Comic-Con would have been the perfect place to announce something.
Yeah.
But,
well, maybe GVK is sort of the model for how they're going to be advertising in the future.
Oh, God. Nope.
And they're just going to kind of not.
No. Nope.
Until it's far too late.
Talk about a boss that I die on. Sometimes.
Oh, boy.
Nope. Shit.
Hey, Kyle, how many remakes do you think they're going to announce at Comic-Con this year?
Remakes of, like, what? Like games or movies? Or what?
No, just remakes in general.
Oh, just in general. Oh.
Yeah, just reinterpretations of old properties.
You know, I don't know. I don't know how many, like, who is even at Comic-Con this year, then? Like,
not me.
I'm not saying, like, oh, yeah, Warner Brothers is the end-all, be-all, but Warner Brothers was pretty much a staple of Comic-Con recently. Like, Marvel has been skipping Comic-Con for a while. So, I wonder, you know, because Marvel just announces stuff at D23 now. So I wonder...
Yeah, Marvel and Disney are out.
Nope.
I'll bet Marvel probably isn't allowed to go to Comic-Con anymore.
Why?
Because they're Disney. They got to go to the Disney thing.
Yeah, it's probably... I would think that would be a thing Disney would be like, no, yeah, all your announcements have to be at our Disney Comic-Con.
Yeah, that sounds like the kind of weird pettiness we can expect from Disney.
Oh, God. Can you see why I hate this boss?
Yeah, I do. It's more proof of what I was saying last stream, that these bosses are just kind of tedious.
Gotcha, bitch.
Me,
One
me,
more.
me, me. Okay, now you get to start all over. That's great. That's great and cool. Yeah, in Souls games, at least the bosses
Oh, fuck
are
me.
more active.
Yeah.
Like they are actively fighting you, so it feels like it's a whole thing. They take a long time.
I mean, in this game specifically, like it's like they really went on the whole puzzle aspect of the bosses, which is fine. But
Yeah, normally I like that.
there's some that are just like this one is just like, why?
Like you know what to do. It's just so
And there's no pattern to his spitting out bombs. Like that's one thing I always thought was like, oh, maybe there's a. I need to get some health first before I go back up there. Oh shit. Like you know, I thought like, oh, if I were designing this boss, as Marissa and I always put it, if I were a game developer, what I would do is I would make it so that like, yeah, you had to lead the boss to fire the power bombs to destroy stuff like in your way or something to get you further.
That seems like the obvious choice, and I can't believe they didn't do that.
And it's just like, no, it's just going to fire bombs randomly across the battlefield, and you have to dodge them, and if you get hit by them, you're going to fall all the fucking way down and have to start back over. Like that. What the fuck?
Yeah, my only real hot take about
this.
Souls games and the effect they had on like game difficulty is that a lot of people were like, oh, hard games sell, but they don't know how to make games hard, so they just
kind
of do things that are frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think a lot of people miss the point of, you know, why challenging games feel rewarding.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Marvel's Avengers.
There's a huge difference between like a game that's challenging and rewarding versus a game that's just challenging.
Yeah, like Dark Souls demands that you master its systems. Marvel's Avengers puts 100 guys on screens with homing projectiles that you cannot escape from. And also they can all hit you from right off screen. I've even got beef with Ninja Gaiden's difficulty.
Well, everybody has beef with Ninja Gaiden's difficulty. Fuck me, god damn.
There we go. Yeah, I maintain that it should have been like, you tried. You've been at this a while. We're just gonna give it to you.
No.
Here you
go. This is the last bomb. There we go.
Dude, Jesus Christ. Haha, I've unplugged you.
Honestly, another thought.
That's pretty gratifying.
Of announcements for the MonsterVerse, I would say, is that maybe we'll get an announcement closer to when the Skull Island anime gets its first trailer. Because I mean, we haven't even gotten a trailer for that yet. We know that's coming, so you know, like I think we're a little ways away from hearing an official announcement. I know that's frustrating to a lot of people. I don't particularly mind. I've talked about it on the podcast, and Cameron, I'm sure you'll agree with this. I think that like one of the things that people need to get over is that not every studio has to be Disney in the way that they announce things. Like, people got used to the whole Marvel, like, oh, I'm announcing our movies for the next 15 years. You know? Like, not every studio has to do that. I think Legendary... Oh, shit, what the hell? Just launched myself off of that. Do you know what I'm trying to say, Cameron?
Yeah.
It just feels like it's a trend in Hollywood that Marvel started, and, like, it's not the way that movies are supposed to be announced as a general rule.
Yeah, and it's I don't know. It's capitalism interfering with art.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the idea that like, oh, this company did this thing and it sold really well, so now we're all going to do that because all you have to do to make money is copy the successful thing this other person did.
Yeah, and
And
like,
you don't have to think about why it worked or
mm-hmm.
if maybe it was just something interesting at the time but now it's played out. Nope.
Yeah,
It is a cookie cutter formula, and I think that it's kind of a cynical view of people in general.
mm-hmm.
You know, like I think I can't help but think that that kind of view of making movies is dependent on, well, people will just eat whatever you give them.
Yeah.
Just put some slop in the trough. They'll eat it.
Yeah, I mean and it also falls in line with the same like the Marvel thing of like every movie has to make $1 billion in order to be successful. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
I
there's no more moderately successful films. It has to be either a smash hit or it's just not worth it, and you'll
mm-hmm.
never get another chance to make a movie
Yeah,
like that
like
again.
don't get me wrong, The Mummy from the Dark Universe was terrible, but
Oh, it was
like,
bad, dude.
but should they have like canceled the entire universe just because it didn't make quite as much money as they wanted? Probably not. We should have like, you know,
Yeah.
gotten a Dracula movie or something. And if that one had sucked as well, then sure, that's when you go, okay, yeah, the universe is canceled.
And
But
that's absolutely why they canceled it, not because this movie was bad. They don't look at the people who are in charge of these decisions don't look at whether a movie is good or not.
right.
This has to be
Thoughts on the political climate? Well, that's just a complicated question there.
that's oh god.
That's a very complicated
that
question.
makes me exhausted.
Just even thinking of it.
Everything's a goddamn nightmare. That's my thoughts on the current political climate. The ocean was on fire a while ago.
Yeah. And oh, hey, okay, Cameron, what are your stances on? I'm actually really curious about your stances on this. What are your stances on people when they make? So I'm not talking about a disaster that's killed people. Keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm talking about is people making like a reference or a joke about like, so with the ocean being on fire, everybody was like posting like, "Oh my God, Godzilla's coming!" Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what are your thoughts on that kind of thing? Like, do you think it's okay, to, like, for a certain amount of it, like I said, as long as nobody's like actually actively getting killed, or do you think like,
I mean,
is
it's
it like
different from people editing Gamera and Iris into like, or Gamera and Legion into like missile strikes in Palestine that are actively murdering people.
right?
I think that like it can go too far
Uh huh.
to where it's inappropriate, but I think that for the most part, like
It's harmless for the most part, as long as it's not.
yeah, for the most part, if it's like especially something that's climate related, it's easy to look at an image like that and just give in to despair and just be like, well, everything's too far gone.
Right.
We can't fix anything, so we should just give up and wait to die. I'm not saying that like making jokes about it fixes that, but like anything to cut the tension can be kind of nice sometimes.
Yeah, it can be a little nice.
Yeah, anything that's like, hey, let's not think about the waking nightmare for like 2 seconds.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts too. I just whenever the ocean was on fire thing was happening, a lot of people like were freaking out and
Like you guys better not.
I can't believe you won't. Yeah, don't make that reference. Blah blah blah. And I think
Yeah.
It really depends on the disaster itself. Like if like exactly what you're saying. Like a scene of like missiles that are dropping on an innocent population. Like don't fucking make a joke about that. Like come on.
That's not funny. Like I don't care how cool you think it
Yeah.
looks. Like this is people are being killed in this picture that you're looking at.
Exactly. So it's like in that sense, yeah, sure. Like don't make that reference. Don't do it. It's just not.
Yeah.
One, it's not worth it just in case you do offend somebody or somebody is directly involved by that, like
Yeah.
better safe than sorry. But also too, like, it is just a bad look in general, I think.
Bad luck.
Let's see. Teleport. Finally
It
got
is such
my
a bummer
bombs.
that was a real image because it did look kind of cool.
It did, yeah.
Like when I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, rad! What's this from?" And I was like, "Oh,
Oh,
oh,
whoops.
uh-oh."
Yeah.
Well, that's alarming.
Well, I have no power bombs. Fuck.
I do. I don't know. I kind of like to think about like that one senator who was like, "Global warming isn't real because I went outside and made a snowball." Checkmate.
Oh, yeah.
Checkmate, atheists.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
So
And
I should just
like
go back to the
Ted Cruz did a garbage tweet, and that's not news. He does those every day.
Mhm.
But God, there was like COVID spiking in Texas, and it's because of illegal immigrants. It's
Oh
like,
my
come on,
god.
shut up, Ted.
Oh
You know
my
it's
god.
not. It's because you told people that the COVID wasn't real and to not wear masks.
And that everything was okay.
You
Like, it's.
goddamn idiot.
Yeah.
You terrible piece of garbage.
Yeah. What a world. What a world.
Why do you think the Gamera franchise died and has not come back yet? That's a good question, because I feel like it's not a matter of, like, interest.
I think, I mean, honestly, I'm gonna throw shade at this movie, even though it's not as bad as as I originally remembered it. But it is Gamera the Brave's fault. I'm not gonna lie, because Gamera the Brave
It's Gamera
came
the
out.
Brave's fault?
Fault, yes.
Yeah.
Because Gamera the Brave came out right after we had just gotten the Gamera trilogy, right? So it's already competing against that ideal. Is you're competing against one of the best kaiju series of all time.
Gamera the Brave was 2006, I think?
Yeah, something like that.
2006 film, yep.
And so, like, it was competing against the Heisei era. Like, people were either nostalgic for the Heisei era and wanted it to continue in its own, in a new movie, or they were wanting that return to the Gamera, like, classic, kids-friendly version, which it's also not that either. Like, it's kind of this weird mixture of both. Some people like the movie because of that, and I'm not. Once again, I'm not saying I don't like Gamera the Brave, because my opinion of it has changed drastically from what I thought my opinion used to be on that movie. But it's so stuck in between worlds that it makes it not like not quite as good.
Yeah, I get that.
It's like
it doesn't have it doesn't exactly have like
it doesn't have an
broad
identity. It's competing against itself for its own identity, and that makes it kind of
Yeah, and I mean, you know how much Toku fans are accepting of new approaches to things. Like, I enjoy Gamera the Brave. Huh?
I said Toku fans love that, right? That's what you're saying.
They love it when you give them something they weren't expecting. They love it. I enjoyed Gamera the Brave, but as I was watching it, I was like, I can see why other people wouldn't be into this.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many things where I'm just like, oh, this is a me thing. This is a me movie.
And once again, it's not that it's bad. It's actually fairly decent, especially for a Gamera movie in general. But like,
yeah, like it's well made. I enjoyed watching it. Like, I think even people who didn't really like it liked looking at it, if that makes any sense. Like, both Zedus and Gamera are done really well. Zedus got cool attacks. I liked the fight scene and Gamera sort of like rallying himself in his way.
Yeah. And then also another factor that I'm not even like bringing into this is something that's not even Gamera's fault is Dai going out of business and it becoming just or Kadokawa bought it, and so like Kadokawa doesn't really do well. I mean, they do live action stuff, but it's mostly like drama shows, TV shows and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's kind of outside of their realm of expertise. Like, could they make another Gamera movie? Should they? Absolutely, but I understand why they're hesitant. Why Kadokawa itself would be hesitant, for sure.
I'm kind of surprised that Shin Godzilla didn't sort of indirectly produce a new Gamera, because we had that trailer that was going around on YouTube for a while.
Oh yeah, the spec trailer. Yeah.
Yeah, which was
God,
awesome.
It
was cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so cool.
I think the biggest thing with the Gamera franchise as well is that, like, when I'm speaking of it, I do honestly believe that there is a chance for the Gamera franchise to come back. Like, I don't think it's a dead franchise. I think it's waiting for either someone creative to come up with a very good idea, or they could be maybe not Gamera for the MonsterVerse as much as we all want that, but they also, Kadokawa could be looking for an American studio to kind of take a look at the property and look and see what they could do with it.
I mean, I'll do it.
I know, right?
I don't know.
But doesn't that make sense, though? It's like they see the popularity and how well the MonsterVerse did. And so they may be looking for, like, oh, hey, Universal, do you wanna do a giant monster movie series? Like, because we could do one. We have this great franchise that's really popular.
Yeah, I wonder if studios are turned off, because Gamera does not really have a sort of cinematic universe potential like Godzilla kind of does.
No, not on its own. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only connection you could do is, once again, if you brought in the MonsterVerse, which I know we all want, but I don't know, man. Would it be a great, like, next set of like building up to the, like, a next part of the MonsterVerse? Like, doing like
I'm gonna give a hot take. I'm gonna say that kaiju fans think they want a Gamera and Godzilla movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I think to realistically do that, like, to get them on equal footing with each other, whether they're fighting or cooperating, to get them on the same scale, you'd have to really buff Gamera or nerf Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
And both of those things are going to make kaiju fans absolutely furious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Because I think, I personally believe that they did a really good job in how they handled Kong and Godzilla's conflict in GBK overall.
Yeah.
I think they did a really good job of, like, making Kong lose, but still making him, like, win the movie, as Adam Wingard keeps saying, like, right? Like, yes, he lost against Godzilla. Really, that was the only thing that ever could happen. It's the only thing that really makes sense. But, like, Kong deserves to get some credit, and they gave him the credit by having him do the final hit on.
By doing the final thing, and, like, he earned Godzilla's respect, which was the real prize. Yeah.
But yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And the super anime approach.
And I think that's where it gets complicated when you start thinking of I'm not going that way yet. When you start thinking of, like, what, like, a Godzilla versus Gamera film is like, if you do it in the MonsterVerse now post GVK, like, how are you not just going to copy what you did with Kong? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because Godzilla technically should win against Gamera. Like, for all intents and purposes, he should. Especially MonsterVerse Goji.
Going by Gamera's previous feats.
Yeah.
Like, if we're doing this, like, death battle style, then they actually they did do it.
Godzilla won.
They did, and Godzilla won handily because Gamera's shell is sometimes made of tissue paper.
Yeah. And I think that would be complicated, and I think you'd have to. There would be, if it were even to happen, like, there would be a big conversation with Toho and Kadokawa deciding a lot of those factors just ahead of time, just being like, okay, Godzilla probably would win, but we've got to be fair, and then they would come up with some compromise. And it's like, do we even really want that? Do we want, like, some weird compromise of, like, oh, Gamera's going to win on this little tiny technicality because
I mean,
Dai doesn't want Gamera to lose or something,
Yeah. the thing that is appealing about Gamera is that he's a very sort of shonen anime approach to a kaiju hero.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
In
yeah.
that he when he wins his fights, it's because he doesn't give up.
Yeah.
He, perseveres. Like he's very the like maximum effort kaiju.
Yes.
Like he loses arms and eyes and bleeds a lot, but like keeps
Yeah.
keeps on swinging, and that's his thing. Whereas,
Godzilla
depending
just,
on who's writing him, Godzilla is
just
either
beasts through
Godzilla
things.
is like that, or he is like Final Wars, just stomping on everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And honestly, what may actually be the real answer to this question is not doing an actual versus film with Gamera if you bring him into the MonsterVerse, and just having him be an ally from the get-go, and never doing like a Gamera versus Godzilla, but having it just be like they team up from the instant that they meet,
Yeah.
because then you get around a lot of those problems, just by just doing, well, they wouldn't fight, so why would we have them fight, kind of a situation. But then again, you'd still probably you'd want to see some sort of battle between the two of them. I don't know.
I would like to see if I think it could be cool if we do kind of a globe-trotting thing.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas when Gamera makes it onto the scene, Godzilla's already engaged with the big bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
So there's, maybe they are weary of each other, but it becomes clear that Gamera is there to help.
Right.
That's a way to get around, Godzilla just one-shotting the poor turtle before he...
Before he even has a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe not one-shotting, but maybe chasing away.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have to go meditate in Atlantis for a little bit, and then
it's
come back once he's learned his new technique.
It's also hard too because we I'm going because we all we want to see that battle. It's like I said, it's a weird thing of we want to see that battle, but at the same time we don't. It's the idea of the two fighting is an old fandom, what we would say back in the day. We'd all be like, who would win, Godzilla or Gamera? That's It is one of those situations, but when you actually start trying to think of the structure of a film with them fighting, it starts to get a little complicated.
Yeah, because you do have to. It can't just be the fight.
Right.
You've got a whole movie. We've got an hour and a half runtime to fill with something that is worth looking at. Yeah, you stuck there, bud? Okay.
Oh, yeah, I had to power bomb. Exactly. Yeah. If it was just the fight, once again, I think you could do something, but you got to structure a whole film of Godzilla versus Gamera. So you probably do. Once again, you do the exact same thing.
That's the big thing beyond having a cool concept, and having an idea that can actually become a movie.
Yeah, and like I said, I think you'd ultimately end up doing a movie very similar to Godzilla vs. Kong, in the sense of they'd have to fight something at the end together. It would be definitely a team up by the end of it. So is it is it worth it to do that just to get the battle name recognition? What is,
and then there's
what
also
are we actually trying to accomplish with this movie, I guess, is my point. Yeah.
And anytime you are working with an established IP, there is always the exceptionally real chance that whoever's funding it is going to be like, hey, put in this reference and this reference and this reference, and then that's all the movie is.
Just references.
It's just
back
references about
That's what we wanted, right? That's the whole reason we wanted to see this fight. It's just references to other stuff.
It becomes Ready Player Gamera, and it's not a story. It's just a bunch of hey, remember this?
Yeah.
That reminds me. There's someone I've been following on Twitter who's been doing these really impressive CG renders of a kind of modern take on Gamera.
Yeah. God, I think I've seen some of those.
They're very pointy. Yeah. They're very Gamera 3.
Yeah. Which is fine.
Man, they're cool. I like Snapping Turtle Gamera. I think
Yeah.
he's neat.
I really, yeah. I mean, it's no secret that Gamera 3 Gamera is my favorite design of the Gameras. So,
Yeah.
all right.
He just looks mean. He looks the way he's acting.
Yes. All right, where am I going?
Yeah, the at
yes,
Delta_area on Twitter.
Yeah.
And it's all in Japanese, so I don't know what any of this says.
But it's okay, because it's still just really cool.
It looks really impressive.
Power bomb! Now I just gotta go everywhere where I can power bomb. Oh, what is this? That's a new creature. Dark Flogus. Flogus?
Dark Flogus. Flogus. Oh boy, he's a chestnut. That's fun.
Oh, is that another? Yep, that's a place to bomb.
Let's crack that.
Oh crap! I don't have any power bombs. Please give me a power bomb. No, not gonna give me a power bomb. Great. Are you gonna give me a power bomb? Yes, thank God.
I got a text from my mom about an antique red trunk. Every time they go to the ranch, there's this antique red trunk that kind of came with the little house that they bought out there. It's like a little cabin. And every time they go out there, Mom's like, hey, do you still want this red trunk? And I'm like, yes. And they're like, okay, we'll bring it back. And then they don't. And then they go back next time and they're like, hey, do you want this red trunk? I'm like, yes. Eddie, can I help you?
What did I do? What am I trying to do? Oh God! What?
You jerk! You little putz.
What is happening? I'm so confused.
Don't you just go right across there?
It's a place I have to bomb, but it didn't work, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, you're splashing all around.
Because it says it's. Yeah, so I should just be able to powerbomb it, but when I tried to powerbomb it, it didn't work. And it's got a missile tank behind it. There we go. Hop, hop, hop. Samus, Jesus Christ.
Hey, you did it.
Oh, he asked you what Ultra shows you've seen, by the way, in the chat.
What Ultra shows have you seen? I am watching the ones on Crunchyroll right now. Most recently, I was watching Orb and X. I just finished Orb. Really cool fights, really great cinematography in Orb. X had this cool gimmick. It kind of reminded me of like Go Kiger or Kamen Rider Decade, where X can, by picking up these little Spark dolls, which are, listen, they're just the little vinyl figures that everybody loves, like the little NECA vinyl figures.
Yeah.
But yeah, by picking those up, he can turn X into, he can give X attacks from different monsters. So he'll like summon a little Gamora. Which is pretty cool. I think that my favorite that I've seen still is Max. Max just had a really good sense of humor about it.
Have you? You've watched Geed, right? Before, right? Or have you not watched Geed yet?
I haven't finished Geed. I've watched about half of Geed and then just got distracted by other things. But Geed I really, really liked. Heavily featured my boy Zero.
Yeah.
We all know I'm a big fan of Zero.
Yeah, I'm still such a huge fan of Geed. But, I mean, it's Zero, and it's Belial, and it's just like, it's a season made for me!
Me. I really want to watch Ultraman Z.
Yeah, I've heard so many good things about that one.
I saw about that, yeah. Everything about that looked absolutely fantastic. I liked his form changes, which combined a bunch of other like past
Mhm.
Toku heroes.
Hmm. There's even a Red Man reference, which is amazing.
Which is amazing. And the Red Man reference does wrestling moves. He did an RKO on somebody, and that's great. Taiga, I really want to go back and watch, mostly for Titus.
Oh
The
yeah.
big muscly
Oh yeah,
Ultraman who
yeah,
deflects laser beams with his butt cheeks is incredible. I still need to go back and actually watch some of the classics that I watched when I was a kid, but don't remember a whole lot. Like I think there was a lot of themes and stuff that went over my head.
Yeah.
Like I used to rent Ultra 7 from Blockbuster.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I want to go back and give that another shot.
No.
Ow.
Dick. Oh.
Crunchyroll put up a bunch of old like 70s mecha anime.
Mm-hmm.
Like Combatler V, which I've really been enjoying because it's so dramatic.
Nice.
In the first episode, we meet the team that's piloting our robot, and they're doing like training.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them is like wrestling with sharks. One is doing like ninja practice. They're like she's the last kunoichi from the Iga clan, and now she's gonna pilot this giant robot.
Fun.
One guy is just doing horse tricks. I don't know how that's gonna help him pilot the robot, but whatever. Yeah, highly recommend that for some somewhat silly Voltron-esque 70s anime goodness. It's an interesting window into a pre-Gundam world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's pre-Gundam.
Yeah, it's only a few years before Gundam.
Huh.
Actually, let me Google. I think Yoshiyuki Tomino may have worked on it as well. Combatler V. Chodenji Robo Combatler V. Okay, Tomino had nothing to do with this. I don't know where I got that idea. But yeah, it's a real fun show. Highly recommend it. It's one of those things where like aliens attack the Earth and everyone on Earth immediately cooperates with each other. So it's kind of a bummer to watch now because you're like, oh, I don't buy that for a second.
Right. Ooh, that was close. Oh, fuck.
Oh, God. What was that?
Really?
Come here, you. Eddie, stop touching my legs. You little jerk. Stop biting me. Stop it.
Just eat me.
I'm gonna throw you out the window. I'm not, to be clear. Stop it.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, I did watch Ultra Red and Blue,
Ah.
which was a very, very fun show.
Hang on 1 second. Hogging fan.
Very hot.
Yeah, I'm sweating. I don't know why, but I am.
Alright, I'm probably gonna head out here in a little bit.
Alright, I'm
Feed
back.
me animals before they beat me up.
Sweaty bitch.
Eddie, stop it. God, he's rubbing his head on my TV, and when he does that, the TV rocks back and forth in a way that is very unnerving to me.
Oh God.
Oh God, like don't.
It's like very much like
Oh
uh-oh.
God. Oh, gotcha.
Just die.
Gotcha.
Alright, there you go. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead. There's probably another one. That one's dead.
That one's dead.
Do.
Oh, you're crying. You're just pleased as punch. He loves the chaos he causes.
Who? Eddie?
Yeah, he loves it. Boop. All right, I'm gonna head out. Best
Okay.
of luck to you on your continuing adventures.
Alright, Cam. I'll talk at you later.
Alright.
Tell
Bye,
Rachel I said
y'all.
hello.
I will.
Alright. Bye.
All right, bye.
Oh, god damn it. I just fell. Alright. Headphones off. What the hell? Wow, that's a bad glitch. Oh, fuck. Going the wrong way. Do, do, do. Oops. Wrong way again. So, Ah. Oh, damn it. No. I went the wrong way.
Yeah.